Coming up on this episode of WJMH Reports, October 10th through the 14th is National School Lunch Week, and our cooks are making sure that the week will be a hit. We'll show you how.
Also, United Way of the Upper Ohio Valley recently held their annual Sandy O'Haver Day of Caring. We talked with United Way UOV Associate Director Maddie Seavey on why this event is so important for the Upper Ohio Valley.
Finally, the former West Virginia State Penitentiary has recently opened its doors for the 20th annual Dungeon of Horrors. Stay tuned to hear why the penitentiary's haunted house stands out.
Stay tuned, that and more right now on WJMH Reports.
Welcome to the first edition of WJMH Reports for the 2022-2023 school year. I'm Maria Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
An annual day of fun and learning was recently held. WJMH media reporter Alexa Bigford has more on the story.
The Natural Resources Conservation Service and the Northern Panhandle Conservation District recently held the 12th Hands-on Ag Day for the students across Marshall County in mid-September. Students rotated between 11 different stations where local experts educated and informed them about various ways to help and support agriculture in the community. This included learning facts about where their food comes from and what parts of animals produce different products, all while getting to feed, pet, and interact with the animals. Along with the younger Marshall County students who participated in this event, high schoolers also helped by acting as guides on the day of the event. Ag Day guide Brendan Carroll was excited to pass along his knowledge.
To learn myself and to help little kids learn about things I have a passion for.
Students also got to churn small containers of cream and butter while learning about how dairy products are made. Reporting from Ag Day, I'm Alexa Bigford with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Alexa. Everyone involved had a great time and is anticipating the return of the event next fall.
United Way of the Upper Ohio Valley is a nonprofit organization serving Brooke, Ohio, Marshall, and Westfield counties in West Virginia, and Belmont County in Ohio. On Wednesday, September 14th, it held the 31st annual Sandy O'Haver Day of Caring. The organization hosted a breakfast before sending the nearly 300 volunteers to their assigned jobs throughout the community. Associate Director of United Way, Maddie Seavey, takes her job of giving back to the community she grew up in very seriously.
I love this community. I love working for the United Way and what they do for the community. It's really nice to be able to give back to something that I've grown up around and loved so much.
Along with this annual event, United Way hosts events and campaigns all throughout the year and are always ready to bring in new volunteers, accept donations, or give assistance. If you'd like to volunteer or donate, you can visit unitedwayuov.org, or if you're seeking help, you can call 211 and be connected with a representative. Again, to volunteer or donate, you can go to unitedwayuov.org, or for help, you can call 211 to speak directly with a United Way representative. National School Lunch Week was established in 1962 to help promote healthy eating in schools across America. The program was also created to help low-income families to feed their kids and has helped as many as 30 million kids. John Marshall Cafeteria Manager Sandy Cotson is making sure kids know the importance of getting a lunch.
Why it's so important to come and have lunch, come and have breakfast, come and get your food that you need so that you can learn and you can do good throughout the day.
National School Lunch Week is celebrated this year from October 10th to the 14th. John Marshall cooks plan to celebrate NSLW by making students' favorite lunches to help encourage students to eat lunch.
You may have noticed now hiring signs all around the Ohio Valley. When COVID-19 hit in 2020, businesses nationwide had to shut down or saw less customers than usual. This includes right here in West Virginia and our surrounding areas. Since then, businesses are back up and in more need of employees. Finding a job has now become easier, but many businesses are struggling to find employees. This is especially true for small businesses. According to a survey of 1,100 businesses by Goldman Sachs, 10,000 small businesses' voices found hiring and retaining employees the top challenge. According to Indeed.com, looking to outside markets is now the norm, and many employers say they offer remote and flexible work arrangements. To find a job near you, look for now hiring signs or go search the internet to find more information about the job you're looking for.
Coming up next, John Marshall recently held his 2022 homecoming dance. See how much time and effort went into the night.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit marshallcountyhealthdepartment.com.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Marie Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
One of John Marshall's most popular annual events was back with an all-new theme. WJMH reporter Jolie Young has the story.
Homecoming is an exciting event for students and staff alike. This year's theme was Let's Glow Crazy. Before the football game and dance, the weekend started with a community favorite, the parade. Parade organizer Katie Williams was optimistic about how everyone would enjoy their time.
I think it's important for the community to see that we're excited about our football team, our school, and everything that we have to offer.
The parade had 39 entrants, with as many as 200 people on some. Beginning at 5:30 at the Delph-Nerona Museum, it went all the way to Tomlinson Avenue to end on 5th Street. The parade was a spectacle for all the people to enjoy, especially the kids who had candy thrown to them. Co-student council advisor Alexa Bushevisky was excited about the theme while getting students involved in the decorating effort.
My favorite part is the fact that it does seem to be a really fun theme. And so I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out with the whole glow theme and the UV and black lights. And so I think that's going to be a lot of fun when we see it all come together.
Glow sticks, rings, and light-up sunglasses were handed out for the students to enjoy. Wearing them in the photo booth made for a great picture. Along with Bushevisky, organizer Susie Kubik and her team couldn't even number the hours of work they'd put into the dance.
We started thinking of homecoming ideas back in February, and the closer the time gets to it, the more things we have to mark off our lists.
Last year, the homecoming dance was outside for the first time. Although people were unsure of how it would turn out, it was a big hit, so having it outside once again was a smart decision. There were tents to dance under covered in balloons with neon posters and black lights to make sure they were very bright. The work and preparation put into the dance was definitely noticeable. We all hope next year's homecoming is just as great as this one. Reporting from John Marshall High School, I'm Jolie Young for WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Jolie. We would like to congratulate Jacob Caulfield and Sienna Miller for winning Homecoming King and Queen at halftime of the football game.
The FBI Teen Academy will have in-person experiences throughout the month of October. It will be a one-day experience available to high school seniors in Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia. This fall, you can interact with FBI special agents, intelligence analysts, professional staff, special weapons and tactics, bomb techs, and the evidence response team. These locations will include Huntington, West Virginia on October 26th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on October 13th, Charleston, West Virginia on October 25th, and Martinsburg, West Virginia on October 4th. If you wish to apply to Pittsburgh, email Felicia Travado at fatravato@fbi.gov. Again, that is fatravato@fbi.gov. If you wish to apply to Huntington, Charleston, or Martinsburg, email wnbarnhart@fbi.gov. Again, that is wnbarnhart@fbi.gov. National Honor Society induction ceremony is right around the corner. Juniors and seniors at John Marshall High School had the opportunity to apply. If they get in, they must maintain a 3.5 GPA and a total of 15 hours of community service. John Marshall's counseling secretary and co-advisor of NHS, Sarah Petrie, wants the new inductees to be involved in their community and to find a love of volunteering.
So I really hope that that spark would light and that they would keep that ignited throughout their whole time at NHS, even after they would check off the box of the minimum requirements of maintaining membership.
The induction ceremony for the new inductees will be on October 5th, 2022 at 7 p.m. in John Marshall CPA.
The PSAT is the preliminary or practice test given to students to help them prepare for the SAT. After much prep in the classroom using resources like Khan Academy, students at John Marshall will have the opportunity to take the test this month. The English department at JM has been hard at work helping students prepare. An English teacher, Lisa Kiss, appreciates the data teachers receive from the PSAT.
So we do know strengths and weaknesses so that when the actual SAT comes in the spring, we can best prepare them in class to do better on the SAT so that they can achieve Promise Scholarship.
The junior class, along with some sophomores, will take the PSAT at John Marshall on Tuesday, October 25th.
Coming up next, WJMH anchor Alexa Bickford will sit down with Director of the Moundsville-Marshall County Public Library, Suzanne Riley, and you will get to see just how much the library means to the community.
Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit marshallcountyhealthdepartment.com.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm Alexa Bigford. Public library service in Moundsville started in 1916. The current library, the Moundsville-Marshall County Public Library, opened its doors in January of 1962. They also have two other branches, the Benwood McMecken Library and the Cameron Library. Joining me now is Director of Moundsville-Marshall County Public Library, Susan Riley.
Hello.
Why is the library important to the city of Moundsville?
Okay, actually we're important to the whole county. We
Okay.
have services throughout the county, Benwood McMecken Library, Cameron. We do some outreach work also. And we are sort of the administrative service center for Tyler and Wetzel counties too. We provide free information, a lot of computer service, free internet, Wi-Fi. We do a lot of walk-ins, notary services and things like that. Free, and not free copies, but we have a copy machine. We do give a free few, one or two we'll give free copies, you know. Just since COVID, we do not take as much money as we used to.
How do you help or give back to the community?
We work with everyone in the community. We help with other agencies, and we provide story hours and a lot of programs, information. We do have a lot of free databases, and foundation directory for people helping to find grants, and we just do a number of things. Got any other questions about that?
Not about that, but what type of events do you host or partner in?
Okay. We got a story hour coming out, Campfire Stories out Grandview. We work with them in the fall for Campfire Story Hours, and that's coming up in October. We have a number of programs coming up within community. We have movies once or twice a month and started again. We have one this Monday coming up. We have History Alive programs with the foundation in Charleston, Humanities Foundation. Karen Branch will be back doing her, she'll be doing Cass Elliot of Mamas and Papas at the end of November. We have story hours on Thursdays at Moundsville. They have them on every other Mondays at Cameron, and we're going to begin to get story hours coming up in McMecken.
All right. What is something about the library that people should know about but may not?
We have a lot of local history information, and we do have the newspapers, the Moundsville Echo. We have most of the Moundsville Echo on microfilm in the back room behind the circulation desk. We have a number of e-books are available throughout we belong to a consortium, it's West Virginia Reads, and you have access to 88,000 e-books, downloadables, and actually the circulation keeps going up every month. We still circulate more hard copy books still, but the e-book stuff is going really fast.
Besides books and events, what other types of information or services do you offer that others may not know about?
Like I said, the notary service is we did over 1,000 last year in our libraries. We have a number of maybe 5 different notaries in our 3 buildings, and that's quite popular. People send it to us. Trying to think what else. Number of programs. We've got, because you're going to ask, Dallas Story is another thing we've just started in the last few years. We do different stories every month, and they'll put out a flyer and list all the. You just call in; it's free service. You don't need the internet. All you need is a telephone.
All right. Are you planning to update the library in any way? If so, how are you planning to update it?
Okay, as we were talking earlier, in the next few months, we have got another building near the library that we're turning into an archival center. We're going to local history, and we're going to hire a professional archivist. And we don't have room for all our materials. If you see, that building was built in '62. It's a little bit out of date. We did do a survey trying to figure out if we remodeled, it would be millions and millions of dollars. So we went with find another location for some of our materials, and we'll have all the local history of our stuff. Some of it's in one room, some of it's in another room. We're trying to have a lot of it over there. Plus, we're going to be scanning things, so we have a new website for our archival information.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
If you have any questions or want to know about upcoming events, you can visit their website at moundsville.lib.wv.us or call at 304-845-6911. Once again, their website is moundsville.lib.wv.us and the phone number is 304-845-6911. Coming up next, we will take you to the Appalachian evening event where great culture, food, music, and more was celebrated. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit MarshallCountyHealthDepartment.com.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Marie Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray.
Joining us for sports and entertainment news is WJMH anchor Matthew Wright.
Thanks, Marie and Roman. The City of Moundsville Arts and Cultural Commission recently teamed with the local chef to bring an Appalachian evening to the community. This cultural event was held in Moundsville at the Riverfront Park with vegetable chef Matt Welsh, who cooked 5-course meals using local and regional ingredients. Welsh then explained to the guests how each meal represented the culture of the region, Appalachia. Committee President Sarah Woodshaw and her team wanted to showcase something different than they had done before.
Our state is actually the only state that is all within the region of Appalachia. So we have a lot of food, a lot of practices that we partake in that are part of that Appalachian culture. So tonight we're having a 5-course meal by Chef Matt Welsh. He is originally from Marshall County, and each meal is using local and regional ingredients.
Everyone in attendance enjoyed their time from this special Moundsville community event. The Moundsville Arts and Commission hosts many other community events throughout the year. You can keep up to date with what's happening visiting the Facebook page. As the weather cools down, there are still many things to do in Grandview Park in Moundsville. The park has mini golf, Flurry's ice cream shop, zip line tours, an adventure park, disc, and playgrounds. There's also new attractions. Grandview Park Assistant General Manager Ben Bolock believes the newest attraction makes the park different from others.
There's a lot of parks in the state that don't have a paintball field. We have Aerial Adventure, an RV park within the park, also a wedding venue. So, depending on what scale of park, either, city, county, state, I would say, we rank up there with some of the biggest parks.
Along with these everyday activities, there are also many seasonal activities taking place throughout the fall months. For more information on the events, times, and to make reservations, visit grandviewpark.com. You can also call them at 304-845-9810, extension 403. Again, that is grandviewpark.com or 304-845-9810, extension 403. Do you love riding bikes and being outdoors? Then going to Cyclonauts Smart Guided Bicycle Tour should be right up your alley. Attractions you may see include museums and beautiful gardens. You may also get to eat at a tasty restaurant or see something you might drive your point of interest. Although riding a bike is a great exercise, Cyclonauts wants you to have an adventurous, exciting, and safe experience while riding on a bike trail. Cyclonauts offers local rides in Wheeling. If you're interested in going on one of these smart guided bicycle tours, or if you have any questions, visit cyclonauts.link to purchase your ticket today or email any questions you have. Again, this is cyclonauts.link. The former West Virginia State Penitentiary has held the Dungeon of Horrors for 20 years. People from all over the world come to experience this attraction. Organizers have big goals for this year, including the expected last year numbers get to 8,000 to 10,000 people throughout the haunted house. Another goal was to hire 40 to 50 staff members, not only to help scare people, but also to make sure every night runs smooth. Executive Director of the Moundsville Economic Development, Tom Stills, has been with us in the penitentiary for 21 years. He believed the attraction is different than others because the building is said to be actually haunted.
There were 998 documented deaths that took place in this prison, and we've had many paranormal investigations of the prisons, and they've all found credible evidence that the building is haunted anyway. And then to put a haunted house show inside of a haunted facility, it's really unique.
The Dungeon of Horrors runs now through October 31st. The cost to attend is $20 per person, and all tickets must be purchased online at wvpentours.com. Again, that's wvpentours.com.
Thanks, Matt. For our last segment on this episode of WJMH Reports, we are going to show you all the ways you can stay connected with WJMH Media.
That and more coming up next. Stay with us.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit marshallcountyhealthdepartment.com.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Maria Evans.
And I'm Roman Gray. The Strand Theater in Moundsville will be hosting a concert in the round featuring Eli Lambie.
For this concert, both the performer and the audience will share the stage to create a more intimate scene between the two. This event will take place October 8th at 7 p.m. Tickets are available online or at the door and are $20 each. If you are interested, you can go to www.strandtheaterwv.com for more information or to buy tickets. The audience will enjoy complimentary drinks and appetizers, along with great entertainment from a unique perspective.
WJMH Media is excited to bring you content throughout the whole year, not only on WJMH Reports, but also on our social media pages. WJMH has a dedicated team of freshmen through senior students that look forward to bringing you content throughout the school, editing, and then posting to our multiple social media pages. These segments include daily school announcements, Chalk Talk with Maria Evans, JM football trivia, and other fun, informative topics. Our goal is to continue connecting, informing, and entertaining the John Marshall community. To keep up with everything, follow our social medias on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media. Again, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
We shared some great things on the show this week, including the Penitentiary's Haunted House. That was my personal favorite. I went last week, and it was great.
Me, I'm excited for school lunch week. I can't wait to see what the cooks prepare for us.
I went to homecoming, and it was amazing. I appreciate all the hard work that Mrs. Bushevisky and Miss Kubik put in.
We would like to thank all our viewers at home for watching this episode of WJMH Reports and for continuously supporting WJMH Media. We cannot do this without you.
We'd also like to thank WLU-TV for giving us the opportunity to produce this show, and a big thank you to Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
We'll be back next week with more stories from around the community right here on WLU-TV. For Roman Gray, Matthew Wright, and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Maria Evans. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Get the facts on vaping. Fact: more than 20% of high school students have tried vaping. Fact: one disposable vape contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. Now is the time to talk to your son or daughter about vaping. This message is brought to you by the Marshall County Health Department and Youth Service Systems. For more facts about teen vaping, visit marshallcountyhealthdepartment.com.